My name is Michael Ortiz. I'm a broadcast journalism major and I'm a senior here at William Patterson University.
That's not all Mike Ortiz is here at William Patterson. He spent the last year in charge of everything that goes over the airwaves at the college's radio station. When he transferred from Kean University, he set high goals for himself.
When I graduated this school, that I wanted to be a big part of the university in a way, whether it was on air or whether it was management.
Mike is just starting out in radio, and he credits college for fueling his passion.
When I first started off with radio, I didn't really know much about it. I just knew that it involved with music and just talking to people. And then as my experience grew here at 88.7 and then it transpired into something else outside of school, I just grew a love for it because it was constantly just in communication with everybody else and just doing something I love, which is listen to music.
There have been attacks on radio, claiming that it's a dying medium, but Mike thinks that is a closed-minded belief. He feels radio still has a communication component that online radio, such as Spotify and Pandora, cannot provide.
We as humans always need that interaction with one another. We can't stand being alone or not talking to anyone, so at the end of the day, I feel like everybody just feels that they need to be heard or they like to be listened to.
Mike has used his college radio experiences to get himself to 92.3 Now, a top 40 station in New York where he works part-time.
It's interesting, because I get to be on both sides of the spectrum. It's not just like being on top of the pyramid here at Brave New Radio, being a program director and not really having to answer to anybody. But then when I switch over and I go back to 92.3 in the city, it's like I'm looking up at everybody and I have to kind of work my way to the tops. I feel that success is best reached due to failures. So the more that you fail, the more you'll be able to mentally prepare yourself to be successful. If your whole life, early in your career, you're succeeding, and you never fail, or don't fail in a dramatic way where it hurts your pride, then it's gonna really kill you and hurt you down the road. So I feel that you should fail while you're still young, fail while you're still learning, and be okay with it and accept it.
Mike has seen firsthand that even when you're at the top, you can be set back to square one. There's one memory in particular that sticks out in his mind.
The program director got let go in a Market One station in New York City. I helped pack up his office as he had a few drinks of some stuff to just ease the pain, and I drove him to his apartment in New York, and I remember bringing up his stuff. And I looked him in the eyes and I was like, I'll always remember this day where I moved my program director out of his office into his building. And he told me, once you get to the top, the only way, there's nowhere else to go from the top except down.
He's experienced being in charge. He's experienced being at the bottom. He's seen success and he's seen failure. So what's next for Mike Ortiz?
There's nothing really mapped out and planned out for me. All I know is that I have a CBS key card that basically allows me into any CBS radio station or TV station in the country. So I can use that to my advantage and try to network between buildings or just, keep creating opportunities, because the whole point about going to college is to learn what you can, create your experiences, and create opportunities, and do it all yourself because no one's ever going to hand it to you.
Mike took advantage of his opportunities at college, but as for the journey following graduation, he finds himself with the same uncertainty as all college graduates.